Good afternoon, everybody. Well, this video is we've come across a small business, and we thought it might be interesting to see how the business is doing, especially since the pandemic. The guy who owns it, we think it's the guy who owns it, looks like he's got a bit of a disability as well. But we've just noticed, you see straight in front, that orange place is a chicken place. Look, the chicken's lovely from there. How much is it now?
It's 250.
250
in Centro,
pesos.
260.
Oh, it's 10 pesos more in Centro. There's another business here. We're just going to have a look and see what it is. We've not seen this before. There's another chicken thing here, but not as nice as across the road. So, what is it, babe? Huh?
Just a price on burgers.
Fries. Let's have a look at this one. It's burgers, hot dogs, fries, Coke. All stuff I can't eat. These are selling one chicken piece. There's loads. You see, this is what happens in the Philippines. As soon as somebody opens up and it looks like the business is successful and they're getting quite a few people, the locals will watch it for a while. Not saying all the locals, but the ones with a little bit of money. And then if they think it's doing well, they'll go and open up either next to you or not too far away from you.
There's a car wash there. There's another.
Yeah.
There.
So this car wash opened up, for an example, doing really well, and then a few months later this one opens up next to them. Now I don't know what it's like where you live, but in the UK that would not be allowed. There can only be one shop that sells a certain thing, like ironmongery or something like that. There can't be two shops in the same town. The councils wouldn't let it happen.
This one is the first one. This one.
No, that was the first one, yeah.
There's a nice house here.
Yeah, this is nice. This hasn't been up that long. It's reasonably new. So the business we're going to show you, the guy, all he does is repair tyre, punctures, car tyres, motorcycle tyres. You are, babe? Well, that's part of repairing a tyre, isn't it, babe? I mean, I don't know, I could be wrong. So if he repairs the tyre, he doesn't put air in it. Eh? Huh?
Your car is there.
My what?
Your car.
That's not my car. Why do you say my car, not our car? Just because I drive it doesn't make it my car, does it? So talking about cars, I was panicking when we got kicked off next to the shop. I started to panic because there's no way I could have left the car on the road. And we tried here, because behind here, this is like a holding station for all the repossessed vehicles. So when a bank repossesses a vehicle, not all of them obviously, but I think it's BDO, they bring the cars here to be stored until they're sold. And they've always got a variety of cars and vans in there, 4x4s. So you go to the bank and you make an offer at the bank. Well, I mean, there's a price there, but you can always make an offer.
That's the guy who drowned.
You need to speak up, babe.
That's the guy, the one who drowned.
All right. No, I'm not going to cross the road. There's a picture of the guy when we're at the beach.
Yeah.
That's the guy who drowned, and I tried to resuscitate, but looking back, I think he'd been in the water too long. and when they dragged him out, you know. But I tried, and see, the thing is here, guys, nobody knows anything about first aid, CPR, and
have, I know, standby rescuer in the
yeah,
but nobody.
you would think these resorts would have some kind of first aider available and a room to take somebody if they pass out, you know, no old person passes out or whatever, somebody has a heart attack, because they brought him back from Pascal, and it took like 50 minutes an hour to get him to the hospital, and he obviously was dead on arrival. But bless him, I think he was dead. Yeah,
because when we go to him, I noticed that his face is a little bit dark.
yeah, you're gonna have to speak up, sweetheart.
When we go to him, I noticed that his face is a little bit dark.
Yeah,
That's what I noticed.
yeah. So this is the business. I'll just switch the camera off a minute till we talk to him.
It's not there.
Huh? Right, guys, we're here at the Hernandez family, and the reason we're here is I brought my car to get some air in the tire, and the guy looked a little bit disabled, and I couldn't see him making a lot of money. But the thing is, we didn't know initially that it isn't just this place that they have. The guy who's normally here, who's disabled, he's got a job welding, so he's not here today, because obviously he's going to make more money welding.
He's working here in SM, Panganiban.
Near SM. And this guy's not family, he's just working today, he's helping out. So they own this place, and then own this little sari store. So I'll just show you the little sari store. Hello. And this is the owner. And they sell food as well as a little bit of, you know, groceries, bits and bobs. Now there's 11 people live here, and there's none of them working. They actually rely on the store and, you know, fixing tires and changing tires and that kind of thing. So how many people live in this
11.
one? No, in this
11.
building.
Not included.
There's 11. Well,
Not included.
I thought the daughter lived in this one.
Yeah, there.
So that's 10 in there and one in there then. Yeah. So there's 10 people, including children, living here, and it goes all the way back here to the end. Now, although this house at the end where the barking dog is, the mother was living here, and she's just recently passed away, bless her. So she lived in here. I think somebody's living here, I'm not sure. Just like for now. But it's quite nice. It's okay. Yeah. So we wanted to show you this, and just to give you an idea of how these people live and how Filipinos are brilliant at budgeting and not really living on a lot of money. So it doesn't matter what sort of hits them, they'll survive, you know.
They're still happy.
Yeah, they're happy and they'll keep going. Yeah, exactly. So we're just gonna ask Ate some questions, and I might be able to give you a bit more information, but I'm going to do it off camera because I don't want to embarrass her. We'll just have a quick look in this one. Here you go. Hello. So it's the 10 people living here?
11.
11. So 12
Ikaw pang sabal nito, aki mo. Dua. So, 11, 12, 13. 13.
Oh, so it's 13 altogether. So as you can see, I'm not going to impose on them and...
This is the mother of my sister.
Oh, okay. And how old's the mother?
Okay, she's still...
Pirang taon na.
82 siya.
82?
Yeah.
My God! Hello! Hello! So as you can see, it goes right back.
Nagbardown siya.
Ate said before they have second floor here because of the typhoon.
Typhoon's blown the second floor off. Yeah. So you can see what Filipinas do is they just build these little partitions, and sometimes private, and sometimes it's just a curtain that they use. Is it okay if I go in the back at it? It's okay?
Source lang na sa muya. Yan, si income nila na natada.
Ayun po si kumbaga parang si save window ginagawa. I asked ate about because it's lockdown before, right? Few months ago, and I asked her how you survive for that, and they said that
Tapos tinawan man kami ni yan,
ayuda
sa barangay. Lima-limang
rice.
lima-lima every person 5 kilos. O kami kato, naka-wansak man kami pa. 11.
I asked because they had savings before, so that's what they use.
So they were living on the savings?
Yeah.
Ah, okay.
And then, the barangay, do you remember the barangay?
Yeah, they were coming...
That every family, they give 5 kilos of rice. So they have 13, so it's like one sack of rice.
Ah, okay. Okay. So, I better ask permission. Is it okay if I look here? Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna have a nosy all the way through. We've got plenty of cats, so that's a bedroom, so I'm not gonna go in there. But this is where they wash and stuff. Thank you, Ate. So that's it. So we just want to ask, mind you, I mean, will Ate know what they roughly earn a month for a family of 13 or whatever? How much the businesses earn? If they're relying on the businesses to feed everybody, I'm just wondering. I mean, you ask off camera, and if she doesn't want to say, then it's not going to be on camera, okay? Looks like it's going to rain, guys. I mean, my heart goes out to these people, it really does. I honestly do not understand how they make ends meet, and with such big families as well. But you know, you've got to give them such credit for what they do. I mean, they're trying to feed the families in whatever way they can, you know. And they work for hours and hours and hours for not a lot of money. It's heartwarming, it really is. You've got to feel admiration. Well, admiration is that the right word? Perhaps not the right word. You've got to give it to them, you know. The Filipinos are such hard workers, and you know, the stuff we throw away. I threw a fan out many months ago. I think it was before the pandemic, and I'm walking with the fan, and next door says, "Don't you want that?" I says, "No," because it had been repaired twice and it lasted about 2 minutes. So I give it to next door, and I kid you not, it lasted a good 7 or 8 months before it packed up again. When we had it, it lasted about a week. Twice. Paid 250 pesos each time the fan got repaired, and it lasted basically about a week, you know. So they can work wonders with stuff, they really can. They throw very little away. So what we're going to do is we're going to go away and bring them some rice. I'm going to buy them some rice. While I'm on the subject, this is not a begging video. This isn't to get people to want to send money or to help the families, regardless what video I do. I'm not a charity. This is from our own pocket. We can't accept third-party donations. If you want to, you know, donate to our channel, that's fine, that's for us, but you can't send money and say, can you give it to such and such? We can't do that. If you do, like people have done in the past, like with PayPal, that's when it works, of course. I've had to refund the money because we can't accept it. So that's mainly for the trolls out there, you know.
I asked Ate.
You look really scary in that mask, babe.
I asked Ate if how much they earn on the vulcanizing shop, and she said the lower make it's 500 and the highest is 1,000. Save to
a day?
Yeah, a day.
Right.
But sometimes nothing.
Yeah, but is that what I mean? The vulcanizing shop, that's fine, because if he takes 500, that is actually what he's made, because he's not.
Yeah.
He's not giving anything. He's not, you know, there's no materials, unless he has to sell a tube or
the
something.
eatery place, she said they just put capital there for cost 2,000, something 2,000 to 3,000, and then what money they earn is 1,000.
The capital, so the stock and everything they put in, the goods was 3,000,
and they make 1,000.
Now, do they make that, or is that? Do they have to take away the food cost?
Yeah.
What it's cost to make it. So they'll take 1,000, but they haven't actually made 1,000. Right.
And then
okay.
Ate said the money that we make on the vulcanizing, that's what they spend for the electricity and then for the water. And
it's just amazing.
This shop, eatery shop, it's for the foods.
Right.
For our foods.
Right. So obviously, because of how they buy the food, it ends up a bit cheaper,
Yeah,
so it's easier to feed.
They wake up early in the morning around 3 a.m.
3 a.m. And what time do they close the shop?
They just go to 3 a.m. They just go to Centro to buy stuff to cook, and then after they went to Centro, that's what the time that they cook.
Great. So they go early to buy the fresh food,
Yeah.
cook it, get it all prepared.
Because they just cook breakfast, meal during 12 noon.
Yeah.
They just make, and then snack,
So morning and 12 noon,
and then afternoon.
and then afternoon, evening.
Yeah.
What time? What time does the shop close? 7 o'clock. See, Mel's mum's, her sister now, is open till 12. Her mum cooks twice a day. She does morning breakfast, and then she does afternoon, and that's all her mum does now. And her mum's quite happy doing that now, isn't she? In fact, she said to Mel, I wish I'd done this a while ago and given the shop up. So that's it then. That's the what family?
Hernandez family.
Hernandez. That's just another look into. I'll bust in the gut to come and make a video, guys, because I think this is. I hope you think this is interesting. If you come over to the Philippines, because you're getting involved with a Filipina, this is the type of place she's probably going to live. You know, it's very, very unlikely you'll get a Filipina, especially a young one, from like a middle-class family. They always come from these poor places. So I think it's nice to give you some kind of contrast and show you, you know, what you're getting into is not really the right word, but what you can expect when you come to meet them at the Philippines, in the Philippines, which I hope obviously you do, and you come and meet them and make sure you can spend a lot of time with them, at least 3 months, I know there's a lot of guys working, a lot of guys have businesses. They can't leave wherever it is they live for that long, but I would recommend it, because if you try and you know, convince yourself that you know the girl from online, it's not really good, is it, Mark?
Yeah.
It is good. You meant?
Depends.
I think you meant no.
It depends.
Whoa, what's it depend on? Come on then, give us your look on it.
Like I always said, that's not only the girls that you need to know, even the family back.
Yeah, but it works both ways, guys. The girls need to know you as well, because not all foreigners are good. No, they're not. You know they're not.
Are you good?
No, I'm not. I'm bad. I'm very naughty. Right, we've decided to take them a few groceries. It's not a lot, but every little bit helps.
It's better for nothing, right?
It's better for nothing, yes.
And I need to hide
Need to hide, yeah.
because
If other people see it, they'll want some, yeah, I know.
can I have as well one?
Yeah, yeah. So we're on my way back just to give a few little bits of groceries, just as a thank you for letting us video
And to share their life.
and to share some love, yes. Now what I was going to say before I saw that poster of that guy I tried to give CPR to, I came here to try and because they shut the gates at night, so all this is secure, to ask them. Now they rent this place and they said they didn't have permission to let me park here, but they can do what they want here because they're renting it. So confused me a bit, so I went over the back, and this woman, she wasn't very nice, was she, Mel? So basically we couldn't do it there. We're panicking. We walked all the way round here to see if we could find somewhere before I actually found a place for the car. So we'll just hand these groceries off and we'll get off.
This is the gentleman guys.
No, she's having you on. I said I'll carry it, and she says no, it's too heavy. What about your operation? And she's sweet. I says, well, I didn't want to carry it, I was only asking to be polite. Give it to that other woman, Mel. There she is, look. Give it to her, look. This is nice. Thank you very much. Thank you. So there you go, another satisfied customer. So that's it then. That's the Hernandez family. Thanks for watching, and until the next video,
Please hit the like button and please subscribe and share our videos. Thank you guys. Bye.
Walking alone, the streets are empty. The only thing I can see is my own silhouette. I'm getting stronger, step by step. The clock is ticking, but there's no time for regrets. I've been flying from town to town, from London to